How's it, guys? It's Linton here from Forex Market. I just want to run through a trade that we entered yesterday, pound Aussie dollar, and just show you guys what it is that I'm looking at the moment. I'm up really nicely on the trade, and I've got a couple of clients asking me why I'm not taking profit on the trade. You know, we were up, I think, around about 300 pips at the top. Let's just calculate that, make sure. Yeah, 350, around about 350 pips from entry to the top of the spike, and we got in just before this break here. But I want to show you why I'm still in this position and where I'm planning on holding it to. So you can see that my stop loss is set in a profitable position, 20 pips in profit. So if this does reverse big time, it will knock me out, and I will take a profit stop, a very small one, but it will still be a profit. I'm willing to risk that because now this trade is what we call a zero risk trade. I can't lose on it anymore, so why not leverage that to my advantage and try and build the biggest position I possibly can. So have a look here at what I'm currently looking at. In terms of the bigger structure here on the daily time frame, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 completed waves. Okay, so let me just number that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we are in the fifth wave at the moment, to the top of the structure over here. So we are expecting it to come all the way up to the top here, likely. You know, most likely. It doesn't mean that it has to get all the way there, but that is what we are looking for in terms of the completion of the structure. So what I would be looking for here is the completion of this fifth wave to the top here. Okay, so if we see that, what kind of pips would that give us on our trade that we entered yesterday? Let's just have a look. So from entry up to where more or less where the fifth wave would end, there we're looking at 1,400 pips on this trade. So yes, I'm willing to risk the 200 pips odd that I'm in profit at the moment to make 1,400. That's good money management. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so that's what, like a 1-to-6, 1-to-7 risk to reward ratio. So I'm very, very happy with that. There's no more risk on this trade anymore, so I'm going to try and get the full 1,400 pips out of this. That is given that the price doesn't come back and hit my profit stop. So I'm going to try and let this position run all the way up to the top here. I will progressively move my stop loss further and further into profit as the price moves, and should it then spike back and take me out, that's okay. I'm going to bank a nice trade. But have a look here at the structure as well. So we've had an impulse there. We've had a 1, 2, 3 wave corrective structure, and I'm expecting this impulse to the upside. So even if we only get that move out of this trade, let's have a look at how many pips that should be. So if we get this initial impulse from the bottom to the top there more or less, there's 1,000 pips there. Just confirm. Yeah. There's 1,000 pips on the table with that initial impulse. So from where this turning point is here to 1,000 pips, what price does that give me? 1.1769. So 1.177. Okay, 1.177. Let's put a line in there. 1.177. There we go. Which is more or less in line with this previous high here, actually. So even if the price only gets to that point and then reverses to break the bottom of the structure, am I still happy with that trade? Am I still happy to risk the 200 pips that I'm in profit at the moment to make an additional, let's just work it out. Okay, so that would be 823, right, from entry. So an additional 600 pips. Am I willing to risk 200 pips to make another 600? Yes. Risk to reward, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is why I'm holding this position. That is why my profit stop is so close to entry, and guys can't really understand why I'm doing that. The reason for that is because I'm trying to build a big trade here. So we've got 800 pips on the table if it hits this initial impulse target, and we've got 1,400 pips on the table if it completes this daily structure to the upside. Guys, I hope that helps you understand a little bit better why I'm structuring my trades the way I do. I try and build big positions and often bank over 1,000 pips on a trade. So different to what a lot of traders do where they let their losses run and take profits early, I try and use the risk to my advantage. Once there's no more risk on a trade, try and build that trade. Try and let it really run for you like you would. You know, an inexperienced trader often lets their losses run to that kind of level. So that is the point that I'm trying to make here, and I'm trying to make it clear to you as to why I try and build into big positions. That's how you really build into your trading account. Guys, I hope you're having a lovely Thursday. Trade with care. Cheers.